the Times. The meeting is being filmed, and by being present, attendees are deemed to have agreed to be filmed and to the use of those images and sound recordings. I can advise that attendees should not disclose any personal information of individuals, as this would infringe the data protection rights of that individual. Can I please ask you to mute your microphones when not speaking? Thank you very much. Apologies for absence. We have apologies from Councillor Knight, who is away on business. Do we have any other apologies? No. Any declarations of interest, colleagues? No? Thank you. I don't have any chairman's announcements. Do we have any members of the public online? No. Thank you. Do we have any members' questions? No. So we're on to the minutes of our last meeting. So firstly, for accuracy, so page 6 of our pack. Anything? Councillor Jones?
I had to check the video just to confirm, but I was definitely there. I did question myself, but I was there. Please, can I be recorded?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anything else on page 6? Page 7? Councillor Jones?
And because I was there and I double checked, that's why I know how to create. So in the video, Councillor Foster and I had a bit of a debate about the word potential, if you recall. And actually, Madam Chairwoman, you ruled to remove the word potential and settle on conflicts of interest at the time, which you can go back and check in the recording, which is super helpful.
So you're talking about the third bullet point up from the bottom, are you?
Yes.
And you want it to read what exactly?
The sentence should include the words, any relationship. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but the final debate was, your exact words were, let's remove the word potential and let's use conflicts of interest. So we can refer back to the recording to get the exact response, if that's okay. Because the clerk had a few suggestions as well. And also overall, it was asked for, I don't know if you recall, but because there was a lot of debate about the wording, we asked, the clerk suggested that yourself sign off on the whole policy, which didn't feel comfortable. So it was going to come to council on the 14th of November, but I don't recall that happening unless I missed it. But I double checked that one as well and I couldn't find it. Sorry, clerk, 1 second. And then the only other thing was, on the last bullet point, under managers' responsibilities, the point relating to should be changed to council. We suggested that it should reference the whistleblowing policy. So if that does match, that's great, but I can't get access to that to be able to confirm. So just to flag if that could be checked, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, I'm not completely sure I'm following you. I'm still not following you about the potential to affect their work. What was it we discussed?
We were debating the word, should it be potential? If I recall, you wanted to use potential. I was worried that was a bit ambiguous at the time. And so we settled on if any conflicts of interest were identified or something along that wording. I don't want to use the exact wording in case I missed the original conversation, but I know that was what the debate was around.
Are colleagues happy with that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and then this last point.
Just to ask to confirm that it definitely matches our whistleblowing policy, because that was the concern that we raised at the time, but we just haven't had an answer. Because for me, in a whistleblowing policy, there should, if you say, I have a concern and I would like to raise it to the council, that's very wide. Who is the named individual that an officer would have reference to?
So what you're saying here is that it's right that it's reported to the finance director and we need to make sure it's an individual on the whistleblower.
No, we suggested it shouldn't be the finance director because that doesn't feel appropriate, but we should whatever the word is, it should reference what is written in the whistleblowing policy, which we didn't have to hand at the point of the meeting. So the request was to go and confirm that it matches the whistleblowing policy. So I suppose my question is, does it say the council in the whistleblowing policy? In which case that's perfect. If it doesn't, who is that person?
Go on, yes, please.
So can we take away an action? We will check the exact wording with the whistleblowing policy.
Perfect,
That's the
thank
first
you.
action.
Yeah.
The second action is that Councillor Jones is right to say that the final policy hasn't been ratified by council as yet. The reason for that, and members will appreciate it, we've had a massive agenda going on for the last few months and huge issues that have been coming to council. But this will come to council shortly and it's ready to come once we clarify this. Thank you.
Absolutely fine, thank you. Just to follow back, that's all. Thank you.
And you're okay with checking the wording
Yes.
instead of potential? Yeah, okay, thank you. So, moving on. Page 8. And page 9. Councillor Strawn.
As it's under exempt, I've got a quick question on whether there's a word incorrect because it doesn't make logical sense to me. So should I raise it now or should it be dealt with in the exempt session?
I think is it on the policy?
Yes, on the item 11C.
I don't see it could be raised now, shouldn't it? Put it? Oh, okay, I'm getting the nod to leave it till exempt.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on page 9? Page 10? Okay. May I sign these as a correct record? Well, as far as we've got. Yes, no? Thank you. Okay. So we've now got matters arising from the minutes. Are there any matters arising which can be raised now? I'm looking at page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, or page 10. Okay, so I'm assuming that the matters arising are dealt with. I'm sorry, I've lost my papers the right way round. I think I need this one. Yeah, right, I'm here. Thank you, Clerk. Okay. We've got no items for consideration, no items for information. Still no members of the public? Thank you. So can we move, please, that we go into exempt session? Thank you.